In 88 BCE, Roman power in Asia Minor functioned as a mechanism of aggressive wealth extraction, prioritizing fiscal control over military presence. This extraction was managed by the Publicani, a network of Roman tax farmers and private bankers. The Publicani purchased tax collection rights, strip mining Greek city-states, and funneling capital westward to generate profit. Focusing on a single node reveals a thermodynamic drain. When cities missed quotas, high-interest loans created compounding rings of red debt, rapidly outpacing local wealth generation. These interest rates functioned as a tool for subjugation, ensuring that a single missed payment led to permanent financial insolvency. These wax tablets and iron styluses were the primary tools of Roman rule, codifying debts into a physical reality the locals could not escape. By ruling through ledgers rather than swords, Rome installed a financial parasite that methodically siphoned the resources of its host. This system systematically bankrupted the Hellenistic elites, leaving them with mounting debts and no diplomatic recourse. Direct rebellion presented a paradox. Attacking a Roman tax collector would instantly trigger a devastating response from the Republic's professional military. As this simulation shows, isolated uprisings were mathematically non-viable. A single red node of rebellion was immediately swarmed and erased by incoming Roman military vectors. The king of Pontus, Mithridates VI, identified the specific vulnerability in this network. He is seen here wearing the lion skin headpiece of a conqueror. Mithridates realized that fighting the Roman legions was a secondary objective. The true strength of the Republic lay in its administrative and financial reach. To break the Roman occupation, he targeted the financial infrastructure itself, aiming to dismantle the network of bankers and collectors. Strategic success required the simultaneous deletion of the entire financial network, bypassing the legions entirely. Mithridates coordinated the offensive from Amasea. These rock tombs overlooking the river marked the center of his authority and the engineering hub for the attack. His mandate was total, the systemic liquidation of every Italian resident and freedman in the province. To ensure secrecy, he dispatched discreet orders to regional satraps and mayors throughout the continent. Each order was encoded using analog security measures, sealed in hot wax to ensure the instructions remained hidden until they reached their destination. The letters contained a critical time delay mechanism, preventing any single city from acting early. The execution was scheduled for exactly 30 days after the date of writing, ensuring the virus would activate at the same moment across the province. This plan functioned as a timed analog virus, deployed directly into the gears of the Roman administrative machine. The mandate moved silently from Amasea. Signal nodes track couriers reaching major hubs. Ticking water clocks allowed every city to track the 30-day countdown uniformly. As the signal reached coastal islands, additional clocks locked the entire region into the same synchronized drain rate. The operation required absolute silence across hundreds of miles and dozens of autonomous cities. Even a single premature strike on day 28 or 29 would expose the entire network, triggering a total failure of the mission. A leak would give the Romans time to flee, while inviting immediate military retaliation against the local population. For weeks, local mayors lived under the psychological strain of maintaining standard business relations with the very people they were ordered to kill. In the final hours, the analog countdown reached its limit. The entire continent held breath, awaiting a perfectly synchronized moment of violence. At the expiration of the 30-day timer, the mandate triggered simultaneously across Asia Minor. The result was the liquidation of up to 150,000 Romans and Italians in a single day. The violence proceeded as a mechanical deletion of Roman infrastructure, beginning with the physical destruction of the debt ledgers. The impact was instantaneous. These golden threads of wealth flowing to Rome snapped, replaced by stark red lines linking Greek cities directly to Pontus. The human infrastructure, the bankers and their networks, were systematically uninstalled from the region, leaving a total void of Roman presence. Rome's ability to respond was paralyzed by the social war, leaving the Republic unable to mobilize its legions for nearly 18 months. In a single day, the primary mechanism of Roman control was silently and completely erased. Mithridates' strategy relied on a central logistical insight. He did not use his own soldiers to execute the purge. He forced the local Greek and Anatolian populations to carry out the mandate, ensuring their future loyalty through shared guilt. He guaranteed participation through a specific incentive matrix. This diagram weights the burden of Roman debt against 3 rewards: debt forgiveness, slave emancipation, and property acquisition. The king promised a total debt jubilee to anyone who executed their creditor. As the matrix resolves, the rewards heavily override the fear of Rome. Mithridates offered a 50-50 split of all seized property between the citizens and his treasury. These incentives drove the local population to erase their oppressors and their financial obligations in a single stroke. By participating in the massacre, the locals permanently severed their ties to Rome, leaving them with no choice but to align with Pontus. Through the execution of the Publicani, Mithridates trapped an entire continent, purchasing a motivated alliance through the shared reality of unforgivable complicity.